at St. Andrew. About a month ago, Father Simeon and I sat down with the young adults of the parish. And when the Philopticos had told us that they were going to have a luncheon in which the young professionals and college students of St. Andrew's Church were going to come together, I thought, all right, maybe it'll be 5 people, maybe it'll be 6 people. It'll still be a wonderful luncheon and an opportunity for Father and myself to get to know the students, get to know the young professionals, and develop a relationship. I did not expect to have over 20 young people come to that luncheon. I was shocked. I was surprised. And I asked them, how? How is it possible that you are all here for your church, St. Andrew, when the majority of people your age take a break from church, step away from church? Maybe they'll come back to church when they have a child. Maybe they'll come back to church when they're getting married or are asked to be a godparent. But by and large, young people are coming away from church. After all, the largest group of denominations within America and growing are the nuns. N-O-N-E-S. As in, what religious affiliation do you have? None. So I asked them, why? Why is St. Andrew keeping you? And their answer was simple. Because St. Andrew is our home. Because as we were growing up, going to Sunday school, going to basketball, going to Fanari, going to Goya, going to ski trips, going to basketball trips, we were always together. And that relationship continued into our schools. It continued into our friendships outside of the church. And so we have become like family. The stewardship theme for 2022 is our church, our spiritual home. All of you hopefully received the stewardship packet in the mail. And this theme of our spiritual home is apropos, because when I was charging the parish council to give me a vision of the parish, a reason for the parish to be, one of the themes that kept coming up again and again and again was a sense of, this is our home. It's where we feel we belong. It is a place that has been welcoming to us and to other people throughout the years, and we want that feeling to continue. As people travel past many other Orthodox churches to get to St. Andrew, it is because St. Andrew has become their spiritual home. It is my hope that it will continue and always be your spiritual home, a place where you feel that you belong. In a time when we are feeling lonely, at a time when we are feeling alienated, to know that you have a place where you are loved, a place where you belong. So it is important that we are good stewards of our home. As a steward of our regular homes, we pay our bills, the electric bills, the gas bill, the water bill, the sanitation bill. We pay our mortgage. We take care of our children and their expenses. It is no different here, because this is our house, this is our home, and so we take care of it. So it is important for us to write our stewardship checks, to give our stewardship to St. Andrew. And indeed, the spiritual model that is given to us from Melchizedek is 10%, to tithe, 10% of all that we get. Can you imagine, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, what we could do if everyone tithed? The average income in the city of Chicago is about $50,000 a year, and that's not considered a lot. If that individual was tithing, then their stewardship would be $5,000. Many of us are probably thinking, my stewardship's not $5,000, and I make more than $50,000. So my challenge is to you, find a percentage point. Our stewardship committee is seeking for everyone to try to seek maybe 2%, 3%. But even if you can do 1%, that's a start to try to give back to God for all that He has given. And each year to try to increase that amount little by little. But I want to tell you something, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ. I don't consider the stewardship pledge complete unless you put down also your talents, your time. Because stewardship is 3 poles: time, talent, treasure. And a couple of weeks ago, on a Stewardship Sunday of another parish within our metropolis, a young altar boy stood up and said, "You know what? I don't have a lot of talents. I don't have a lot of things that I can do. I'm not able to do banking or taxes or any of the major things like computers for the church. And I don't have money. I'm just a student. I'm just a young man. But what I do have is time. And I will give my time by being an altar boy, by going to Goya, by going to Sunday school. That is my stewardship of time." St. Andrew's Church does not survive because of checks written to the church. Obviously, we need money to keep the doors open. That's true of any place. But what keeps St. Andrew alive, what keeps us growing and going to the next generation is you, your time, your talents, what you offer to your church, to your home, to your spiritual family. I challenge you, find a ministry that speaks to you. Whether it's the Young at Heart for our seniors group, whether it's Philopticos for those that like outreach, whether it's parish council or the archons for those that enjoy leadership, whether it's serving in the altar, chanting at the analogion, singing in the choir, or any of the other many ministries that we have, I challenge you, find something that you can belong to. That is what makes St. Andrew wonderful. That is what makes us special and good, and makes us a beacon of hope to the north side, to the Edgewater neighborhood, and to all those around us. As a symbolic gesture, and I say symbolic because I already filled out my stewardship card online. I challenge all of you to do that as well. But it is appropriate that the priest give his stewardship card first into the basket, and I hope that all of you also will give your stewardship pledges to our church so that we can continue strong, very strong, into the new year. Do we have any programming going on?